Talk about Oceanside.
Y'all want to keep talking about that?
The only reason I'm going... Keep losing.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm going, being that dramatic about it, is because you guys are mad young. I've known Fernando for a while. I know what mindset you're in. I've been in the same spot. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make all this stuff, and like, the world is like tough, and I have like this positive outlook still, and like I know what I'm capable of, and like I just want to like show everybody, but then life just beats you the fuck down, and like literally like everything just comes crashing down on you, and it's like only the strong. It's like some people are made for things. I always say it's like, I'm not gonna name names, but like some people I know, like they deserve things in life, and it comes to them. Like they deserve whatever it is that's come. We all. My whole philosophy now is we deserve everything that's happened to you. Yeah. Your mom dies, whatever, blah blah. You have cancer. You deserve everything that happens to you.
Well, you were just saying random shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
every single thing.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm going through, I deserve. It's just the law of nature.
Hold up, you didn't know none of that one?
I don't know you, bro.
Okay, yeah, I know. No, I know, but it's just the first thing you said. Yeah, that happened.
Like, I don't know. There's just everything. That's why I just don't take it that seriously. And like, I do, but I'm like, I kind of am apathetic towards everything. But yeah, Oceanside, tough time.
Experience of my life. Well,
It was just so bad because I wasn't in touch with my emotions either. Where like, I couldn't even like cry about it or really be actually sad. It was just complete. I can't even, there's no metaphor I can come up with off top to like liken it to it, but I just couldn't feel anything, but it was the most pain still.
Yeah.
It was almost like your body's totally numb and somebody's stabbing you over and over, but you can't feel the stab. That your mind knows what's happening. You're a whole, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it was, and you just couldn't actually process it. For being a first world country, like people say, oh, you're not a starving child in Africa. Very true. That's a different sort of pain, but given the construct of how we come up as people in this era, whatever, pain can be equalized across the top. Like, we are used to a certain level of pain and social and pain from like social situations, and like how the pain we're talking about is just as equal to people who haven't eaten for a month. I guarantee you. I just know, like, that's just, I just know.
It's all just perception of like what your surroundings are. I like to think.
Alright, this whole shit's become about pain.
Yes.
Oceanside was pain. That's all we're gonna say. We would sit there all day, not do anything. I delivered food in my car. I got into Jewel, which ended up giving me bronchitis later. We just learned how to just make music, really. That was it. We made a lot of really cool demos that we're kind of like fucking around now. We have a lot just sitting on the shelf. But it was a good learning experience.
I was always thinking, it made Long Arm Jesus there.
True.
That was cool. That's an iconic piece. If anybody tells you different.
I was wondering if you had.
I made that shit. Are you stupid, bro? If Andy Warhol made that, that would be his best piece.
Yeah.
Tell me it wouldn't be. That would be his most iconic work. And still nobody cares, but I'm just like...
I was wondering if you guys would have it hanging up here. What's the
No, it sold. Okay, so sidebar. I made it for a gallery because like that's why I even made it. A guy came to me and said, "Do you want to be in this group show?" It was a pretty cool group show. I was like, "Yeah." So I actually had to sit down and think, what would I want in like a group show? I didn't want to just do a photo because like whatever, you know, I always do that. So then I just came up with that idea and made it. And then I went to it was the opening night and a ton of people were there. And this girl just came up and was like, "How much is that?" And I was like 6,000. And she was like, "I'll buy it for 3." And I was like, okay. I did not expect anybody to buy it. It was this girl Celine, who we're friends with now, whose dad owns Rock Revival. I just shot their campaigns. She hooked me up with that. But she bought it and I shipped it to her in New York. It's like on her wall in New York now. But yeah. Oh, I thought this was a Twizzler. I was like pulling at it if it wasn't coming. Chewing on the Rick.
And just out of curiosity, like, I mean, you just got the idea sent off to get that made by a manufacturer, Long Arm Jesus?
Yeah, I was sitting on their couch, I remember vividly, and I was just so dizzy. And I was just thinking, and I wanted to do like at my parents' house. That's gonna be really annoying for the audio, man. Like you don't understand how that stuff picks up. So dump a bunch out or don't do it.
On the motion.
There we go. My parents in their house, you know, like Christian homes, they have a bunch of crosses
Yeah.
on the wall, like, and I was like, I want to do something off that, and then I was like, how could I mold that with like consumeristic whatever? And I was thinking the Chevy logo, I could flip it on its side, and then I could have a wall of like Chevy logos, and then I was like, well, it's just like a cross already. But if I had Jesus in the cross and the Chevy logo, that'd be sick. And I was like, well, his arms are not long enough. And I was like, oh my God, long arms inside. Oh, I was like, the revelation, like, oh, the connotation that even has is like genius. Oh my God, I was freaking out. That's the sickest thing ever. And then I just had it like 3D printed, and then blah, blah, blah. Chandler and I squeegeed the like vinyl. We had a really good guy. That's one of the best art mounting places in the world. We had them do it with us, and they thought it was stupid.
What was that guy's name that wanted to be our producer that we never texted?
Mike. Shut up, Mike.
Okay. So, neither of you have jobs, correct? Like actual fucking labor. Okay. So, but I mean, y'all both did construction and all that. And I think I read on your Tumblr you did a lot of shit. You said you even did like substitute teacher, right? Like you all. That's crazy. I cannot picture you being a substitute teacher, but that is. I find that hilarious. Like just the idea, but anyways. So, but at one point y'all did have to have a job and y'all worked them and whatnot. So when were you able to quit them, and what made you able to do so?
It's never really like we would save up. We would work with our dads and our other jobs, and we'd come to LA like once every couple of months to like film a video or like record or something for a while. And then it just got to the point where I like graduated from college early, and I was like, I might as well actually go to LA and try to make this really happen, like whatever it is that I'm trying to do. And I just quit all my jobs. I had some money saved, not very much. We got helped up. Curtis and I got helped up by a family friend. Chandler came down. Chandler was working and it wasn't working, and then he would make money here and there, and then like he then got a grocery store job, and then he like quit that. But then I got like a job where I made like $30,000 in 2 days, and then I was paying for like Curtis and him's stuff, like everybody's stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money in this industry if you like finesse correctly.
Oh, so that was through your work?
That photography.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, it just like I got a couple big jobs, and then I was paying for everybody's stuff, and then like that kind of ran out, and then they got theirs. You know what I'm saying? It's this give and take, and like it's still kind of like that. Like I used Chandler for the Rock Revival campaign. You know, paid him X amount of money, and then like, you know, just nothing really has allowed us to do that. Like, I'll just make money here or there. Like when I first came to LA a year ago, I was wag walking dogs, and I was telemarketing. It was just the worst job of all time, and like I worked for this catering company. There was just a bunch of Mexicans, and they all spoke Spanish, and like they would just be like, I didn't know enough Spanish to know that they were just calling me like a faggot and like fuck this gay guy, because I was wearing a tight pant, whatever. And like I was the delivery guy, and I would deliver to all the big studios in LA, like Warner Brothers, Disney, and that's when Luca first got his like Grownish show, and so I was like delivering food to his set, like
that's so weird.
Which was like crazy. He doesn't even know that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was thinking like he'd be on set or something, then you just pull up with the food.
I knew what set I was going to, and I'm not about to like see him.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like talk about feeling small. That's like if that happened, like that.
So he didn't even know.
No.
Does he know now?
Not really. It doesn't matter.
No, yeah, that's just.
He operates on a different level. Like he doesn't care about things like that.
Nah,
that's why he wins, because his head is always like doesn't care about like these things.
Yeah.
But did that. And I was delivering food to the same show, like writing lyrics in the car all the time, and just like freaking out. You know, it's really demoralizing. Like it's just very frustrating in my situation because it's like Frank Ocean's favorite music video for a time period was one that I made.
You lying?
No, I'm not lying.
I know you're not, but I just said that.
Oh, yeah, but I'm like, it's a fact. Like, there's his favorite music video, but
Which
then
one?
I'm like
Which one?
the confidence video where I'm like running through the desert naked.
So Frank Ocean saw that.
Yeah, he would.
I know, it's just crazy.
He would not, just like, it sounds sus me saying it out loud, but like, he would watch that video to like get his mind set straight and his aura correct before his long recording sessions, I guess.
It's just kind of, because like that's something I've actually thought about, like that specific thing, because like I'm a very big fan of both Frank's work and your work, and I just like, it's some of the only like the Nike's video that inspires me a lot. I love that video, Tyrone Fire,
Yeah,
and then Feel video. They're two very different videos, but I'm still able to find some similarities in them in terms of just like a culmination of
his general feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's just super cool. I was like, man, I know Frank saw this.
It's just like things like that, or I could name countless things. Like Kanye brought me in to consult for him, or like just random shit is like, like whatever. Like, but here I am like catering food.
Yeah.
And here I am like telemarketing, and like no one fucks with me, and like. And just even simple shit like I have no followers on Instagram compared to like what because things like that matter in the industry. Like y'all don't know how this game works. Like to get a photography job, like these companies, they're like 38-year-olds who hire you and they look on Instagram and if it looks like you're popping, they'll hire you. Yeah. That's just how it goes. They don't give a fuck about how good your work is or not. Yeah. I could just. I could say so much shit that would just like come back to bite me.
I've ran into similar obstacles. I mean, I guess not similar, but like. Because, like, me believing in my work so much, but an artist that I fuck with will only acknowledge it if it does a considerable amount of numbers more than what most of my shit does, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but,
some of the time, go ahead, sorry.
No, what were you going to say?
I don't know. It's just, like, it's stupid.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so, like, you sitting in that car writing lyrics, catering, but all that shit that, like Frank Ocean fuck with Confluence, Kanye Consulting, did that get you through that? Like, did that help?
No, it just makes it worse. Because I go from...
Because you know your worth.
I don't even think I have worth anymore. Mm-hmm. Here's what I'm saying. I used to be in your stage where I have all the confidence in the world. Like, I know... That's why I'm able... Do you understand? Right do you understand the confidence level it takes to, like... run 10 times through Monument Valley, stripping your clothes off? It seems easy when you're looking at it on a video, but I'm just giving it for reference. Like, it's very... You have to be on God level mentally to give that kind of performance. Yeah. Like, you have to be so mentally in it, and, like, you just think you are God's gift to, like, give something, to really pour yourself out like that. Same with an actor, you have to convince yourself that you're this person. And I convinced myself that I was on God level. And now that I'm getting older, I realize that all the work I've done is basically garbage for the most part. There's touches of like good things. The problem is I wanted everything too young, and like I'm not a savant at anything. Like I'm not Richard Avedon who just pulled up at 19 and shot all of Vogue stuff in Paris and they flew him there and he was just doing it. I'm not a savant.
You think that's what everyone wants to do?
Exactly. Yeah. It's just what everybody wants, and like I'm around a lot of people who may or may not be savants, but they have already made it, So when you're around that, like the things I do on a day-to-day basis, people would die to do. Yes. And like, I'm not saying like, oh, look at me. I'm just saying it's like, the things I do, I take for granted. People would die to be in my position. Just what I do every night, like people would, oh my God, like, and I don't, so when you're in that scene and then you like sit here, and I mean, look at the apartment, like it's whatever, it's just like Chandler and I still sitting in the same situation, like 2,000 views on the Feel video, like fucking no one cares about anything we're actually doing. Like we don't even really care that much anymore because it's just like been such this process of like, have you ever seen like a fisherman with a fish bonk and you beat the fish over the head, it starts quivering, and then finally it just gives like, it's still quivering, but it's still dead because the central nervous system is still firing. I feel like that's where I'm almost at. It's just like, I'm just like over, it's all dead, it's all over, but I'm still just kind of like making some work, quivering it, shooting it out because that's what I've like been here to, like, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. I don't know where any of that's going other than, like, what was the original question? What am I even saying?
I've asked if all the cool shit that has happened got you through all the hardship.
I mean, on some level, it's cool, but it's like a sappy moment. But it's like the only thing that actually gets you through stuff like this is like a solid relationship with somebody. Like Chandler and I are very close. Like I'm a douchebag to him half the time just because I project all of my like pain and insecurity on other people all the time, which is a shitty thing to do. I'm not saying it's whatever, but that's what gets you through things. Not like it's like cotton candy. You can eat a bunch for like, oh, it's so good, like this is great. You're gonna be hungry after. You know what I'm saying? Me, when I was at this hotel and Kanye comes up to me. Kanye comes up to me and is like, I love your style, blah, blah, blah. We talk for an hour and he really likes me, and then he brings me into his place. Like, Kanye was my god for like 5 years growing up. Like, he's the reason I'm even doing this. I saw him wiling out on the Yeezus like interviews, and I thought that I could do it too. I was like, he's right. Like, fuck everybody. Like, I can do this. I know what I'm worth, and that's why I'm even here. So to have like the person that you instilled all of your hope in yourself, like validate you. Yeah, that lasted for 2 days probably.
No, yeah, I relate to that 100%.
You know, and then like you're back at square one, still sleeping on the floor. Let's go back. That's when I was living in Oceanside. I came up to LA and he saw me, and then I went back. And then you're just sitting on the ground, like wanting to kill yourself.
That's exactly.
And one by one, life strips away everything from you. Like, for me, it's been like I had bad TMJ, this jaw thing, so like it made me uglier, and then like I just like lose looks, and then now I'm out of touch with my creative mind. Like, I've been freaking out because I'm not coming up with as good of ideas as I used to be able to, and like I'm just becoming a worse person, and I can't like maintain any relationships, and I can't like do anything that I actually want to do because it's all my fault. It's this big snowball, and I can trace it all the way back to 5 years. I can trace it back to 5th grade, and I can see the exact steps it took to get here. And like, I wish I stayed in your guys' stage. I don't know where Fernando is per se, but I can see where your head's at. Like, I remember, you're confident in your work, and you're very naive and like ignorant in a good way, where you can actually believe in yourself and believe in all these certain tropes and mechanisms that will propel you forward. And now I'm so self-aware and aware of all these things that I see through all of that, and I realize that I'm just a scumbag like nothing, and everything I'm doing is very amateurish and garbage at the end of the day. And why am I even doing it? But now I've been doing it for so long that what else am I going to do? I have a physiology degree. I could do that. No. Can I? If I go back to that, what do you think I'm going to do? Sit there? You think that's going to work out? It's not going to work out. Doing this isn't working out. You have no idea what it's like being us day to day. I'm not doing